high school and in my family and things, I was dealing with things that were going on, possibly manipulations. I had the sense when I was very young that people wore these masks, that they pretend to be something that they're not. And it really fascinated and it troubled me at a very early age. So something inside me was drawn to that picture of the hand and the cover and Machiavelli. So I read The Prince, and honestly, I don't think I understood a hell of a lot, although, you know, he talks a lot about history and it's fairly straightforward. But I think I was very excited by the language because, you know, oftentimes when you're young, what irritates you about humans and adults is how fake they are, how they pretend to be something that they're not, right? And when you're a kid or you're a child or you're a teenager, you see through it. You see they're faking it. They're putting up a front. That's not really who they are. And it bothers you. Machiavelli just ripped that damn mask off of people's faces and said, this is the human animal as it is. They want power, okay? And so it's my thoughts called the effective truth, verità effettuale, I believe in Italian, don't quote me on that. The effective truth is, the truth of people is not in what they say about themselves. The Pope will say, I am the representative Christianity of Christ on earth, etc., but it doesn't mean anything. Look at their actions. Their actions reveal the effective truth of who they are, of what they are wanting, what they're doing. And the effective truth of the Pope at that time, who was a Borgia, who of course was the nastiest Pope of all, so it's sort of a skewed impression, was he was trying to conquer Italy. He was trying to create an empire, a Vatican empire within Italy, okay? That was the truth about him. So look at people's actions and analyze them through that lens and see them not for what they say, not for what they pretend to be, but for what they actually do. And the hardness of his language, the crystal realism of it, the ability to not look at all the bullshit people throw at you to try and deceive you, was like, whoa. It's like a big thing of cold water in your face. That is true. That is fantastic. And we imagine nowadays that people can be pretty sharp and pretty cynical or pretty realistic, because I don't think Machiavelli is cynical at all. That's the wrong word, because he's not cynical, but pretty sharp and realistic. But imagine being like that in 1514 or so when he wrote The Prince, when something like that could put you in prison, where it was scandalous, where it was heretical. The courage and the ability to see through that is what made him 500 and some years later still being read. And all the great leaders in history have read him. And so many people have been influenced him both on the right and the left because of that sharpness of his vision of looking through and looking at the human animal in the clearest possible light.